Boom! Alright, we're back. Ladies and gents, is there snow? Yes, we got snow this time! I did it for you, YouTube! I did it for you, MySpace. Alright, we got snow this time. There were a lot of people who commented saying that we really needed snow for this map because it just didn't look as gorgeous without it. So I reinstalled my game. So this time around, we are going to go for Settlers of Catan, and the map looks beautiful. This is based on the board game Settlers of Catan, which, as I said in the first video, the first cast, I've never played. My friends told me that they've been trying to get me to play it for years, and I actually didn't have any clue. But anyways, we have 8 players on this awesome Diplomacy Regicide map. Borlat has all the sheep that he could ever hope for, and I'll start with him to introduce the players, I guess. Borlat is playing as the Khmer in the blue. He's right next to Berizard. Berizard is playing as the Chinese. In the gray, we have Odin. Odin is playing as the Malay. I've always loved the Malay kings. I can't tell. Is that a hat or are they holding an umbrella? I'm not sure, but anyways, we can get back to that. In the red, we have Derp. Derp is playing as the Teutons, and Derp is a fantastic player. He was actually in a recent YouTube upload you might have seen, the Dark Age vs. Castle Age game. King Boo is playing as the Spanish in the purple. In the orange, we have Laser Bear 4. He's playing as the Burmese. To the north of him, we have Puhi Puhi. He's playing as the Aztecs. And then last but not least, we have Gear. And Gear is playing as the Mayans. Right off the bat, you can see my overlay's freaking out. My overlay's got overly excited. And it can't give us the information it needs to. So I'm going to remove it. It always gets bugged out. It always gets bugged out during Diplo games. Due to the fact that players are setting different alliances. So we'll have to live without that. We'll have to cast naked for now. And oh my god, this shepherd, man. Oh, he's like, can't move. This is hilarious. He's blocked in because of the sheep. Okay, here we go. He's going to the correct sheep. So there's water element to this map. You can use that for transports to snipe later. You have it for the fish for now. I believe there's salmon out here, which makes the map perfect. No, I only see perch, actually. Yeah, okay, that's disappointing. But the layout of the map is slightly different everywhere you look. So this section has free farms and berries. This section has a lot of gold. This section is where the bandit is. And I forget exactly how the bandit works on the board game, but I think the bandit prevents you from collecting resources in the game or something. But this is just for looks, just for style. An Age of Empires version. This area is just a lot of open space. So long story short, you know, it's played and explored so players can find good areas to settle in, but some areas are better than others. But the bandits don't actually attack, they're just there for looks.
This match just speaking German for your fans over here. D11.
9. I cannot do that. I'm sorry. Maybe just ask me when there's about 5 seconds left of the game, and I can cast in German. Civ-wise, I find it interesting that Derp has gone for Teutons. I don't know if he selected Teutons or if he went random civs.
Just wanted to give a shout out to my favorite streamer on his birthday. Happy birthday, Nizzle.
I mean, Teutons is kind of random, and I doubt it's one that he would pick. So maybe he went random civs. We could see that Civ being very strong on this, though. If you could play defensive, he's going to be attacked by a lot of people, I guess. Mayans are always fantastic. We see Mayans for Gear. I think Gear's a pretty experienced player to look out for here as well. Spanish can always be good in Diplo games. That's what King Boo has. Khmer I'm not sure on. Khmer are great if they get to their elephants, but if they don't, they normally die.
Until 2 years. Hope you had a great 4th of July.
Berizard is the Chinese, so Chinese are fantastic civ, especially on Nomad. We'll see. We'll see. We're going to have time to talk about things. Even Burmese can be really strong with all of their options. Jojo says he asked him to go Teutons. Oh, wow. Okay, so Derp is here to please the people. Philster, thank you for the 19 months, man. I didn't really do much on my 4th of July. Like, I would say I had a good day, but I didn't really get together with friends or family. Well, no, I lied. I was together with family, but it was because we're helping my sister move. Like, everyone in my family is going through life changes right now, so.
Our child will have the same birthday. D.
So, the game is getting underway. We're 8 minutes in. For those who might have never seen a stream or YouTube video of mine before, I tend to use this time to answer Age of Empires 2 questions or stream questions or whatever. So that's probably what we'll do until I see something that really needs brought up. King Boo is on the way up to Feudal Age already. It's a pretty early time for him. But man, there's a lot of sheep. Imagine if you were Britons with all the sheep and cows and llamas. That's crazy. I like it. Now, I don't think you can covert the bandit. You might be able to convert the bandit. The bandit has 75 HP and 10 attack. But to be covert around this bandit's going to be difficult because he sees everything. So, covert strategies are not going to work there. Jabark says T90. Done with your Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition video yet? Well, yes, it's uploaded. As for my next Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition video, it is not finished, no. Though I made the mistake with the first one telling you guys when it would be uploaded. I'm just gonna do my work, and when it's done, put it on YouTube. Because I got, like, held up with making that, and a bunch of people were waiting for it, so. I probably won't tease you guys. I'll probably just send it live in the future. Does Derp have stone? Yeah, he's in a good spot here. Good dock placement. Yeah, it's hard to have a bad dock placement on this map. Has gold underneath his TC. Most likely will go for a straight fast castle. He'll probably build a blacksmith in a market with these 3 vills. And Borlat says, peace sheep for you. Did he just send some sheep? It's like giving a guy... I don't know, I can't think of a real life example, but it's not really the nicest thing to give someone 1 sheep when you have 25 of them. T90, do you think someone will go scouts? It doesn't make a lot of sense in these games to go for Feudal Age aggression. Most times a player who goes for Feudal Age aggression just sets their economy behind and then makes an enemy. So I would say probably not, but we'll see. I kind of like what I'm seeing from King Boo at the moment. He's on stone. So he's thinking about making conquistadors. And even if he doesn't make a single conquistador, building a castle would be good to protect himself from Derp. Remember, Derp won a game where he was in Dark Age while his opponent was in Castle Age. He won that game. It was one of the craziest YouTube uploads I've ever had. And I guess if you missed that one, make sure to look at my uploads over the last few weeks. It's been crazy. We've had some really good games recently. Purple dock is bad? Yeah, this is probably one of the worst docks, but still it's good. He had a lot of fish here. He could always redock. At this point, you probably want to redock anyway, so it's fine. Yeah, Mongol would be good. I would like Mongols a lot more than Britons in late game. I had said Britons because Britons have the sheep bonus. But still, Britons are oftentimes going to struggle against good siege civilizations in post-imp. Then again, Obi-Wan showed us the power of Britons. I think he was Britons. He got some epic snipes. Mikado Cansado says, T90, for how long have you been playing? I'm a Brazilian player who actually bought the game in '99 and played a lot back then. A few months back, I started playing again, and I'm loving your videos. Congrats. Well, thank you, man. I played casually on my brother's PC when I was younger, and that would have been back in the early 2000s, but I didn't really sit down and play myself on my own PC or anything until 2013, and I haven't really played another game since. There was a small period of time where I played a bit of Rocket League, but that didn't last very long, and Age of Empires 2 is pretty much the only game I play. It's funny, my friends always used to make fun of me for it. And my brother used to say, like, oh, you need to do something other than that old game. And now it's my job, so... Screw you, family. Kidding, of course. And that is a heavy commitment to the blacksmith from Blizzard. Holy crap. He wants those upgrades. He wants those upgrades, and he wants it now. Kill the deer. Kill the deer. Get it. Get it. It's free food. Okay. Might have a heavy commitment to something else. I don't know what these villagers are doing at the moment, but he's getting close to clicking up to Castle Age. Meanwhile, Odin's in Castle Age, King Boo's in Castle Age, and Derp is in Castle Age. Yeah, and King Boo, as I said, very solid player, going for town centers, near the center. Yep, 2 TCs. Has redocked. This is always good if your fishing ships are far away from the fish. And what's Derp up to? I almost want to open up the overlay just to see what the vill counts are like. We'll do this for a moment. Well, vill counts are pretty low. Derp and King Boo are even, economically speaking. Really wish there was a way that the overlay wouldn't bug like that. It always happens for Diplo games. Polylong, I don't really stream my own games. I think since casting takes a lot of energy out of me, and I'm not going to be able to stream as much as I'm prepping for moving, I think next week I might do like a day where I just play on stream, but I don't want to do that frequently. A lot of people are showing up to the stream on a daily basis that are brands new to the game, and to see me playing might confuse them and overwhelm them, and more people will enjoy my casting than enjoy my playing, so I don't want to turn people off from the stream. For example, how many people are new here today? There's got to be at least one person, and that person showed up to watch me cast, not to watch me play. And so I do play, I just don't play on stream a lot for that reason. Yep, see? By the way, Mr. Taka Man, thank you for the 7 months. I'm going to reread this because it was creative. He said, I'm so sick of politicians arguing over how to improve the economy. The answer is so simple. Chop the trees, build a market, and sell the wood. Taka Man, thank you. Thank you, T90 Super Duper Official for the 4 months. He said, you've learned a lot from watching my amazing streams. It's a shame you didn't learn how to place farms. Yeah, Super Duper Official is the better version of me.
What will the name of our baby be?
So, I really should ban that guy. He's making me look bad. Ziv, thank you for the tier 3 sub at 9 months. Appreciate it, man. All the support with the gifted subs and subs now over 9 months has been crazy. Domish gifting subs now. Thank you. And Domish, now I can't read the rest of the people that were on the list because it's just filled with gifted subs. So, thank you, but no thank you for ruining my thank you spree. Just kidding. Thank you. I hope 20 people enjoy. Appreciate it, man.
No.
Okay, so what's going on here? There's some conversation between the players. Wait, does Green have his... Yo! Yellow walled in Green's king earlier. This could have been here all game. Green's king is walled in, and Yellow said, send me all of your resources and I'll give you the king. And Green said, seriously? And then Gear said, no, just stone. And then what was that, 50 stone that was sent? I think it was just 50 stone. 85 stone. Really? 85 stone? That's it? Boo! That's way too nice. That is way too nice. What if he just killed the king now? That'd be freaking hilarious. Green's trying to make it back to his base. So I guess that's a nice move from Yellow. Yellow might need a friend later on, so... What if the bandits were strong enough to one-shot your units and it just went whoosh? Because that's the noise that militia make. And kill the king. Okay. Well, they weren't talking about that, were they? Maybe you missed it the whole time. No one in the chat brought it up. I like to see players hold king's ransom there. I think the most legendary time where that happened was the one Blue Coffee game. The Blue Coffee Still Legend video was just crazy.
How about some good old
I loved that.
With your favorite rich dude, Saint? Anyways, time for your sing moment. Country roads. Take me home.
No.
To the place I belong. West Virginia.
Strode, I'm not...
Mountain Mama. Take me home.
Much like people don't show up to watch me play, they also don't show up to watch me sing. Believe it or not. Even though I can really... That falsetto sometimes is just unreal, depending on the day. Thank you very much, Strode, for the resub. Architect, and now Muffin with 5 gifted subs. Thank you. I'm not singing that, chat. Don't even think about it. I won't even do a sub goal for that. Yo, Laser Bear. Laser Bear is not happy with green, I guess. He built a tower and he's attacking someone's home. Wow. Okay, well, I don't know if that makes much sense for Laser Bear to be attacking players like this, but there might be a backstory that I've missed. Maybe green was the one who poked the bear, so to speak. And gray says blue no. Blue was trying to take this stone, and gray spotted it. It looks so dumb. You see how the arrows are hitting the mining camp? The arrows just stop right there. That's funny. So I guess gray was just sending blue a message, and he might ally him then. Hey T9 official, where's Lorena? I don't know. Yeah, this person named Lorena kept showing up to the stream, donating and basically asking me out. A very suggestive text, just put it that way. I'm not sure. Maybe she got tired of me and has moved on to another streamer. So King Boo will be the first in the Imperial Age. He's not playing like a 1600 player. He's playing like a guy who doesn't play a lot of rated games, but is experienced in community style games. He does have less population than Derp, but not significantly less population, and he'll be in Imperial Age faster. Kind of feel like King Boo might go after Derp. Seeing as Derp is Teutons, okay, he's building his castles. He could go for siege and halberdiers. And King Boo is definitely thinking about going paladin. I just wonder if he's going to work with Derp or against him. The stronger players tend to act pretty quick. T90, are you ignoring me intentionally or is it just coincidence? Oh, you mean the comments where you're asking me where you could buy the cheapest crack? Yeah, I was ignoring you. I was ignoring you the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth time you brought that up. But glad we're on the same page now. Okay. Well, we'll just have to see how this develops. Oh my god, whoa! Whoa! What happened to the peaceful sheep? Blue? Blizzard has been castled. He's been double castled. Oh boy. Well, there's always got to be one person who struggles. And Blizzard has his king inside this TC, and I guess Borlat wanted the space, man. He wanted the space, he wanted the resources, he didn't want to share it. Oh! Magano Micro! Nice. Alright, you know, let's... You know, if he's able to build his own castle, maybe he could stall things out a little bit. Blue's population seems way better, but then again, Blue doesn't have much food. We'll see. I believe in Blizzard. I also believe that Boo is going to be going crazy. I don't know against who exactly, but... Look how he's built houses along the shoreline as well. It's like he's expecting snipes later on. This is very well thought out. And Cavalier is on the way for him. Derp. Oh my god, Derp is making petards. Oh my god. This is amazing. Derp has a lot of petards too. Holy crap. He's 23 of them because they count as siege units. 23 petards. Yellow says blue, why no ally? Blue actually hasn't allied anyone. Maybe he didn't realize that that was possible, and that's why he was taking that out on teal. Oh my god, Derp is going crazy with this. The disrespect, man. This is why I like getting higher rated players in. How sad would it be, though, if he lost his king? His king's just sitting out here. That would be so funny. It's so heartbreaking, too. There's always, it's always the lower rated players who look for those things. Like, who is it, Blizzard? Blizzard might have other problems right now, but he could be thinking, where is... Hold on, you gotta... To really give you an idea of what the lower rated players are like, you gotta, like, move the scroll speed to this. Like, where's the king? Oh, there it is. Ugh. Oh, God. Here come the petards. I'm sorry. I was making a dumb joke. Odin could be in big trouble here. I wasn't saying specifically about Teal, okay? I didn't say anyone was the lower rated player. It's just an example. But holy cow. This is getting crazy. Look how many petards he has! I like how he wants to build a Panic Siege workshop. Like, that's not gonna die here. He probably doesn't realize what to do. I don't think he ever expected this. Now, his king is inside this TC, and Derp is on the way. Now, keep in mind that Purple could go after Derp in a moment. This would be the perfect time for Purple, and he is. The king is still just sitting out in the open. Yeah, so it's about to go down. It's about to go down. Big time. And when I say it is about to go down, I mean Gray's buildings are about to go down. Just, petards are very expensive. I don't know if Derp is going to have enough petards to snipe a king. I don't know if he'll be able to catch up to the king. Also, Derp has to make pikeman defense to defend from what will soon be paladins. He doesn't even have halberdier yet. So... it's a funny attempt from Derp, but he's really put himself behind with this all-in strategy. And he's not making many friends here either. His one neighbor that wasn't going to attack him is going to survive against this and not like him very much. Ah, Sleepy Sheep. No worries, dude. No worries. Well, Gray has his king inside the transport ship. Okay? Just an update between Teal and Blue. Things are not going all that well for Teal still, but at least he's alive. And now looking at Derp's face! Derp! This is going to be the biggest Derp moment. Is his king just going to be left out there? No way! No freaking way! Yo! Yo! Did he notice? Oh! He noticed. Oh, thank God. Okay, so he's still alive. He is expanding his economy a bit. He's making the halberdiers now. I don't know if he has the food eco to continue to make them. He's going to take a lot of losses, but he's just barely holding on right now. He has removed Gray from the earth. Gray does not have a lot of space to move to. Remember, he's not allied with Blue either. So he's getting pushed off of land. And he also doesn't have any military right now. Elsewhere, Green is attacking Orange. Yeah, I was confused earlier why Orange built that tower. I didn't think those two would be allies. Green will soon be in the Imperial Age, so Laser Bear could be the next one to go down. Is defending with some Burmese longswordsmen, though. So that should be enough to deal with the Eagles for now. I think the problem for Orange is that he doesn't have nice eco. So he probably will not be in the Imperial Age. Then you have to consider Yellow's already an imp making some plumes. This is a very hard map to follow, but I really like it. Oh wow, Derp's at 50 pop. Yeah, I think Derp's gonna die to this, guys. Make that many petards. You're not gonna have resources left for other things. And King Boo looks unstoppable at the moment. And also no one's really turning on him. Yeah, Purple's taking these resources. Yellow doesn't like that. Ooh. Yellow's asking him to leave. And Purple just says, oh, sorry. See if he decides to leave. Derp says all on Purple. He's overpowered. And Laser Bear says, Yellow, I don't want to fight you. Okay. What's Teal up to? Teal still at 50 pop. Again, I think Teal's probably gonna die. I think Derp is probably gonna die. Derp is now in the transport. Big problem on this map. Oh, wow! Derp could kill the Trebs. And the big problem on this map is that it's a struggle to gain more land once you lose it. So Gray's having that problem now. Teal's having that problem now. The only area that's open is the area in the center with the bandit. And that's not where you want to get resources. Dude says he's so used to YouTube, so he tried to pause. Well, Derp is still alive, but he's in the north. Pretty wild game, huh? Pretty wild. What I see, though, is that Borlat's population is really strong. His resources are looking really good. He doesn't have anyone near him that is strong either. Like, Gray's extremely weak. Teal is pretty much gonna die to him. So, I like his position. I also like Yellow's position. And Yellow says all against purple, and Derp agrees. So that's another good thing for blue, I guess, is that people will focus on purple. The players who did not use Diplo at the start are kind of paying the price right now. Yellow had some conversations. Blue didn't, purple didn't. Also, purple and red were extremely aggressive. And now Gear has just turned on purple, who's chopping wood over here. He has plenty of wood back at his base. I guess he just didn't want to get the gold. So it's about to go down. Where is Teal's MTC? Here. Right here. And he has his king in there as well. Sorry, it's literally impossible for me to focus on all these small engagements, so I'm doing my best. I also don't want to move around too fast and confuse you guys, so... Whoa! Elite Ballista Elephants. Oh, wait, Yellow? Let me double check this. Blue has not set anyone to ally in this game. Some people have him set as ally, some people have him as enemy, some people have him as neutral. Blue must have missed the memo where this was diplomacy. He must have never played Settlers of Catan before. Blue is getting strong, says Berizard. That's all he's gonna say. He doesn't even complain. He's just like, oh guys, blue is getting strong. He's at 29 pop. I love Berizard. That's a winner's mentality right there. No excuses, no complaints. But he's not wrong. Blue is very strong at the moment. I think blue is stronger than purple is. Not necessarily skill, but with the amount of res and options he has. Oh wow, yellow. He has his plumes wedged in between green's houses. So that's quite nice. Hey, T90 got gifted a sub, loving the content. Keep up the solid work. Well, bro, man, enjoy the sub, man. You're welcome. I'll keep it up. Gazalicious, I'm doing good. Just busy casting games. Happy to be here, as usual. What if I was like 4 hours into a stream, you guys were having a great time, and I was just like, I hate it. Having a rough day at work. I can't stand the clients here. It's just one of those days. Can't wait for the weekend. I'm going to save that one for another time. That would be okay? Well, that's exactly how I feel then. Wombat. Schwamp, thank you for the 5 months. Hi, my name is David. Thank you for 4. Harry the Hut. That's a name I haven't seen around in a while. Thank you for the 33 months. Speaking of threes, T90 History T-shirt donated $3.33 and said just married. Congrats. Thank you, Falfo, for 14 months. And Domish, I think I gave you a shout out. I know I gave you a shout out for the gifted subs, but you also sent bits my way. And if I didn't shout you out for that, thank you for it. Blue says, wait, dadgum, this is Diplo. Well, yeah. He's tryharding so much, he didn't talk to anyone. So I guess he's realized now. And what did he do? Did he ally people? No, he's just keeping everyone on enemy. Yo, I can't wait to see what these scorpions do. Wow. Well, Bombard Tower's on the shoreline for Odin. He's trying to survive. He also has trade. You know, for a guy who doesn't have a lot of lands control, it's not a bad strategy to try and trade a bit. And he's protecting his water as well. Meanwhile, red is actually in the north. If he wanted to snipe that, he could. Orange and green are fighting. Orange with a bit of a... not a bit of a comeback. A great comeback against him as well. Orange has champions. He has Arambai. They're elite Arambai. I've been impressed with Laser Bear. I kind of wrote him off. I haven't seen too many games from him. And I've seen a lot of games from both green and yellow here. So I figured that Orange was more inexperienced. But he's done well. He's done really well. Speaking of doing well, Teal's rebooming. And what's Red up to? Derp is also rebooming. And you know what? His TC positions are in solid spots. Right next to a bunch of gold. So sure, he's lost his main base, but this is Nomad, boys. He might be okay. Blue still doesn't have any interest in allying Gray, so I would expect Gray's trade will die, but Blue hasn't noticed it. Can we just acknowledge the fact that we've done 3 games on this map so far? We did the one that's on YouTube, second one after that where Fire played, and then this one. And they're all solid Diplo maps. I mean, all solid Diplo games, sorry. I just wanted to acknowledge the fact that this is an awesome diplomacy map. Like, this could be the new Pilgrims right here. It's really good. Like, players can't be too campy, but players can't get away with being overly aggressive either. I've really enjoyed this. There's trade potential, but not too much trade potential. We have completely different civs and strategies. I like it. Notice how Derp is just rebuilding TCs, trying to get his pop-up. I think if Orange makes more champs and Trebs, he could finish off green. But I also don't know if Orange is going to have anyone working with him. Because green is allied to purple, and purple might end up helping green or something. Gear says red was the snipe possible. What snipe are we talking about here? Yeah, Derp says what snipe? Oh. that snipe. That's where Derp's king is. Derp's like, yeah, don't snipe me, please. It's possible for other people. I mean, Orange could do it. Oh, purple found Derp's reboom. Who would have thought that Derp would be 7,000 score, while others were above 10,000? Wow, Blue signals Gray and says stop. I'll attack back. Well, you kind of are. I'm pretty sure that's why Gray's doing that, because you're already attacking him. Blue's Diplo skills haven't been the best, but in his defense, he didn't realize it was diplomacy until 5 minutes ago. Gray says, stop attacking my trade. Yeah, I thought Blue was attacking his trade. I don't get what Borlat's trying to say there. Derp says player 6 has no chill. Yeah, and he has no chill. He's been aggressive. He also has his king in a town center, though. Yo, Derp, guys, Derp has an outpost here and can see that. How epic would it be if he could somehow reboom into this game and snipe that king? Huh. Well, Blue, I'm pretty sure the deal was that if Gray stopped attacking you, you would stop attacking him, and you're still attacking him. It might just be how this game is gone. That's confusing me, but Blue's an amazing player, but his diplomacy hasn't been the most impressive so far. Like, poor Gray's just trying to survive, man. And you're attacking him so he defends himself, and then you ask him to stop. But, well, we'll see. Every game needs a bully. Isn't that right, Freeloading and Varian and Honey and Matchlala and Broach, and we have a long list of bullies. I'm sorry, and if they're watching here right now, this is a very awkward moment. Just know that we're all friends. Right, Varian? We're all friends. I didn't know he was there. He wasn't chatting. I thought I could get away with it. Okay. It's what I get. So Derp has sent his king to the north now, by the way. What's this from yellow? Oh! 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 Da-da. 2 transports with plumes and trebs. Tell me he's going for purple. He's attacking purple on this side. He's allied with Derp. So that outpost from Derp is showing him the flag on the TC. Shh. Don't say anything. Really only makes sense that he'd be going for purple here. Yeah. Shh. Shh. Oh, did you guys get bingo? Alright, I'll talk about that here in a second. Run in! Run in! Now, don't make the mistake that everyone else makes. For the love of God, don't make the mistake. Run underneath the TC, first thing. Underneath the TC, and then there's no way purple can survive. No! Get underneath the town center! How many people have to fail? I swear to God. I say this every week, chat. I say this every week. How many times do we have to see people fail snipes? Stand underneath the TC or underneath the castle. That's going to be the last time, right? Everyone's going to figure it out now. Ah! It's killing me. I just knew it was going to happen too. Gear had the great idea to try and snipe, but he didn't execute properly. And great reaction from King Boo. And King Boo's now sending all of his Paladinos back. So lesson learned, right? So even if you just play one game a century, just know that when you try and snipe, stand underneath the TC before you fire with your trebs, alright? That's all you need to know. Lesson learned. No more mistakes will be made. Orange is pushing in against green. Green's king is actually in this castle. Like, that's how bad it is for him. He's only at 66 pop. Blue, what's he up to? Also don't know why I made those noises. Yeah, okay, I was looking for his military. He's pulled back a bit. His king is actually in a house right now, and this castle's on fire. I wonder if someone tried to go for him. I mean, yellow is still going to be fine. His plumes are going to die. But he's still going to be fine. At least he can make it away with the trebs. Oh, wait. No, get the plumes. Get the plumes. He's making purple delete all of his houses. It's actually amazing. Purple will get housed because of this. Purple is housed because of this. Purple had to delete his houses, and now he has no pop space. That's funny. Also, this is a fake transport from Derp. His king's not really in there. What a strat, man. New meta indeed. It's interesting to me how yellow's just letting green die. He's like, eh, whatever. I don't need him. I'm not gonna help him. So, I guess yellow will have an alliance with orange. Green says, I will give you all my res if you kill orange. Deal?
Yes.
And King Boo says yes. Oh. That's an awful deal for you, purple, because green's dead. He doesn't have resources. Alright, Borlat says, this is such a struggle. Well, you know, life is difficult without friends, Borlat. That's your biggest problem. He said, neither of my 2 hotkeys is working. Is your diplomacy hotkey working? Because I think if you used gray right now, life would be a lot better for you. If you would trade with gray, it would be wonderful. Green says, you showed kindness to a stranger, you will be rewarded, stranger. What's, we need a derp update. Where's his king? His king is still in the north. He's at 130 pop. Derp is coming back. Now, he doesn't have a lot of access to gold, but he's back in business. He just received some resources from green. I mean, anyone who'd want to snipe him could do so if they just researched treason. But no one has researched treason, as far as I can see. Frickin' King Boo. He's king of the East. I almost said king of the West. And then we have Borlat. He's king of the West.
Smart play by Yellow. Best caster ever BTW.
What on earth, man? So many players are at 200 pop. And look at Gear's resources. He might have failed with the snipe, but he is not a bad player. But I think that's going to be the key here. It's going to be the king snipes. Yellow's king, inside a TC. Purple's king, right now, probably inside a castle, right? Inside a castle, and Derp was defeated by Purple! Wow, and King Boo just used a fire galley for it. Derp is almost 2k1. He's a very good arena player. He's made it to YouTube via some awesome 1v1 Arabia games. And he's the first one to die. The highest rated player dies first. Now, you know, in Derp's defense, he did go full petards. Anyways. King Boo. He's now being attacked by Yellow again. Oh! Wait, what's about to happen here? Orange, your king's in there. You need to run. You need to run. God save the king. The king is inside the TC. See what Purple's doing? You see how he got underneath the TC first? He does have paladins, though, and paladins do not have range, so the king might survive. But Orange has not reacted. Run! Someone just hosted me and I'm making weird noises. Alright. So, green... Wait a second! Wait a second! Did Purple just eject... I'm pretty sure Purple just ejected Green's king. Right there was Green's king. That was brilliant. Kind of. Wait, didn't Green say that he would give Purple all of his resources if he killed Orange for him? I don't know, but Green and Orange died at the exact same time. So this is really heating up now. Laser Bear was third place, at least if you look at the score. He's out of the game. And this is where Purple's king is. He's brought all of his paladins back. He's got like 80 of them. Yeah, 82. Meanwhile, Blue's just chilling out over here. Gray... He's just hanging out. He has two-handed swordsman. I like how he's gone fish traps. You could spam two-handed swordsman all day. Crazy game. I like Yellow's position more than anyone's, though. Yellow just has more gold. King Boo doesn't have gold. Blue doesn't have as much gold. Then again, I don't know if Gear could deal with elephants and rams and scorpions. We shall see. Don't forget about Teal. Teal we haven't talked about an awful lot. He's back in it. It's all about the king snipes, guys.
I've had T90 withdrawal.
So, thank you Ziv for gifting subs. Thank you Lucky Strikes for the 16 months. Backed, I don't know if that's the real backed. Donated $6. He said smart play by Yellow, best caster ever by the way. Well, backed, I don't know if that's real you, but thank you very much, man, for the dono. I know you watch the stream sometimes. And thank you, Bubnik, for the 68 viewer host. Too bad you were one viewer away from the best number in the world, but appreciate it, man. Thank you, Adwin, for the 7 months. I know I've been busy, as I said earlier on the stream, getting things prepped for the move. Like, imagine being in such a dominant position that you're beating halberdiers with paladins. If it's 80 halbs versus 80 paladins, the paladins win. It's just not very cost efficient or cost effective. T90, can we get some love in the cast for Teal? Yeah, man. I guess you typed that as I was mentioning it. I mean, not only has he rebounded, but he saved a llama. Important things going on over here. I think Blue's gonna look back and he's gonna regret not playing Diplo. But now he's turning on Teal. Because Teal's getting some revenge. I'm excited to at least see how this goes. I just don't think Blue has enough trade. Purple's just somehow getting gold. For a guy who has no trade whatsoever. I don't know how he's made so many paladins. King Boo says, does Blue have Navy? Blue does not have Navy. So.
3 months here and many more on YouTube.
I really feel like backstabs are... I think backstabs are very possible right now. Because all the kings are vulnerable. No, no, Barizard, don't do it! Barizard, you can't win this fight. I admire your skill set. I admire your determination. You came back in a game where you're behind. But do not fight this. Do not fight this. Yeah, he needs to get out of here. Max, who's our spectator talking, is saying yellow has all the resources. Exactly, yeah, yellow has trade set up. So he's been trading with teal. He's been making mainly halbs. I mean, at the same time, oh my god, massive engagement over here. Yellow's king is so vulnerable.
I don't salmon watch cable television. They prefer streams, especially T90 Steam.
Hey, I get it. I see what you did there. Well, Airbalim, thank you very much. Again, that is much louder on my end than it is on your end because I don't want you guys to jump it like I do. That probably still scares you. Yo! Yellow's king is right here. Purple could do this. Purple could do this. He just doesn't realize how close the king is. He's losing a lot of his paladins, though. I would love to have seen him make skirmishers with his paladins. Skirmishers would have helped out against the halbs. Purple says gray, teal, team versus blue and yellow. Okay, that makes sense, but I don't know if blue is even allied with yellow. No, he is. They're just not, like, really communicating. Jeez, Airbalim, thank you very much, man. Thank you very much. I'm on edge right now because so many kings are vulnerable regardless of their position. Purple's king could be sniped. Yellow's king could be sniped. Blue's king? It's probably the most creative. He's actually in a house at the moment. But that could be sniped. And Gray has done an excellent job. Spamming some halbs and two-handed swordsmen and rams. And also has navy here. So blue's only at 120 pop. Purple's at 160. Wait for 9. And then we have gear at 176. But he's playing late game strategies. He's just going halbs. He's not making plumes. He's not going for snipes anymore. He's not even making eagles with that gold, and I think that might haunt him. Kings can be garrisoned in Khmer houses because villagers can garrison there. So, it's the first time I've ever seen a king garrisoned in a house in a community game. Imagine the strategies, guys. What you could do, and I can't spend too much time talking about this, but you could set this house's gather point to this house, and then this house's gather point to the next, and the next, and the next, and the next. So as they kill houses, your king would be just hopping through them. It's a brilliant strategy. I want people to pick Khmer so we could do that more often. Woo! Again, not sure where Purple's getting the gold. He doesn't have trade. So I feel like the end is near for him, gold-wise. He's no longer creating paladins. Could maybe get a king snipe, though? Like, he still has a lot of units. And he's sending vills down this way. Is he gonna take farms? I think he's gonna take farms. It's a forward mill. Take a goat while you're at it. Well, Teal's still in this. I haven't forgotten about him. No, Odin didn't have forced levy before. What a fail. The reason I said that going with the two-handed swordsman and halbs would be a good strategy is because Malay two-handed swordsmen don't cost gold after forced levy, but he created so many of them and he didn't have forced levy. Oh no. That's so expensive, man. Oh, Purple's King. Purple's King is on the move. He's on the move. He's getting out of here. Yeah, he didn't think ahead. He's just now making the archery ranges for skirms. And now the problem's going to be, if he's only on skirmishers, yellow can make eagles. Yellow's in a fine position. It's just that no one seems to realize how many resources he has banked up. And also the scores is doing him a lot of favors.
I always have something to put me asleep at night now.
Cape Man, you are welcome. I appreciate the long time support, man. 31 months. We're getting old. Cape Old Man, thank you. Yeah, a lot of people fall asleep to my videos. I don't think people would fall asleep to this one though. This is pretty wild. But if you're asleep right now, after watching this video, just comment in the YouTube. Yeah, leave a comment on YouTube, and I'll be sure to be proven wrong. You're sleeping right now? Oh, thank you. Okay, see. I think King Boo might die. Does he have a transport ship on the way? Oh no, he's repairing. The skirmishers don't even have Bodkin arrow. He'll survive for now, but oh my god. Well, this would be the time where Orange could have come in, but Orange is dead. Blue could do it, but Blue is preoccupied against Gray. I think this is shaping up to be a 1v1 between Blue and Yellow in the end. And if that's the case, Blue hasn't really planned ahead. He hasn't had nice neighbors. So I think Blue would run out of resources. And if he runs out of resources, then Yellow should probably win, unless Yellow's King gets sniped. It's a beautiful thing we're coming to now, because it truly will come down to sniping. I think if it's a straight up 1v1 battle, Yellow's going to beat everyone. That's a lot of halves. Let's get some T90 boys in the chat for gear. He made a batch of plumes, but ever since then, he's just been making... Whoa! Blizzard is here! Blizzard has skirmishers. And he's going to defend purple. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. Honestly, I kind of forgot about the poor guy. He hasn't been doing much ever since the rough start. Well, Gear needs to stop being stubborn. Gear says, "Burr, why?" I don't know. You're top scorer and you're killing everyone you attack? Something like that. That's probably the logic here. The Yellow should win this game with how safe he's played it. Wouldn't necessarily give him legend status or anything, because he's just played it really safe, right? He played very safe. We've seen this before. But what would be sick is if someone was able to like ruin the day for him. If he made Halbs and Eagles, he would destroy purple. I mean, he's already destroying purple. In fact, purple's king is now in a transport ship in the corner. I think it was a nice idea to go down here and steal farms, but he needs a new TC. And players are running out of resources. There's not even wood on this map, really. Is there any wood? Oh, there's some trees here. Okay. Okie dokie. Well, Gray held on. Say what you want about Gray, but the fish traps. Look at how many fish traps he has. And Malay fish traps have unlimited food. It's infinite resources, and his two-handed swordsman only cost food after the forced levy tech. So in theory, he could survive longer than everyone. Blizzard says purple was nice to me. Oh, he doesn't even try and mask it. He's like, I was defending purple because he was nice to me. Aw. Well, Yellow said, oh, okay, shall we team then? And Teal hasn't responded. BRB gonna go cry in a corner. It's so sad. Man, I want Gear to get sniped so badly. Let me double check something. Okay, this TC... See, again, playing super safe. If this TC dies, the king runs into this castle. And if this castle dies... the king runs to the Treb. So, you'd have to kill 2 buildings or have some ranged army. Blizzard's king is on the move. He's having some problems against the siege rams and halbs. Run, king. Bring the cow with you. You're gonna get hungry. He says, man, okay. No, 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 run! He didn't ally you yet. Run! Run! Oh!
BRB gotta go fish a huge snail out of the ocean.
Run, man! Blizzard, no! Oh, he's dead. He tried to tell Yellow he would be friends with him in the last moment. Too little, too late. The sad thing is he would have been able to clean up the halbs as well. He must have forgotten. I'm not sure. His population was good, too. It was 120. It wasn't like a Matcha Salsa population, but it was up there. Purple must have realized that King Boo's migrated a little bit to the south. Did I say purple must have realized that? I meant to say Gear must have realized that. So with gray we have blue, and we have yellow in really strong positions, and purple's just, he's alive, but not so well. Matt, thank you for the $25. Enjoy your snail fishing. Whoa, someone just researched treason. That's gotta be yellow, right? It would make sense that yellow would have researched treason. Oh my god, blue has 2 scorpions underneath this town center that has yellow's king in it. Can you just point the scorpion upwards? Can you have a villager lift the scorpion, point it towards the sky, and shoot the bolt up and like hit the king in the crotch? Oh my god! We don't need any crotch shots. We do not need any crotch shots. Blue is here. Oh, does he have enough though? Does he have enough? Does he have enough? Please be enough, blue. Borlat, everything will be forgiven. The fact that you forgot what diplomacy is will be forgiven. Oh, no! Yellow didn't react! No way. Oh god. It hurts. It hurts, man. Yellow was so close earlier with purple. Blue is now close with yellow. The ballista elephants did jack diddly with those final shots. I don't think blue can afford to fight now. Like, he doesn't have the resources. Credit to him for going for it, man. But he doesn't have trade. He doesn't even have this shoreline. I think gray is the one you've got to look out for now. Like, in theory, if he has wood, he's definitely going to have the food. He could make skirms and two-handed swordsmen. I think that could work versus Mayans. He also has some trade. He's been trading with Purple's dock and getting 21 gold per trip. And Gear says blue why. Gear, you're really starting to annoy me, actually. Gear, you have 7,000 gold. Your top score by a long, like, by a large margin. So the answer to your question is because you are the person that should be backstabbed right now. King Boo says, have yellow and blue been trading? And blue says to gray, we'll be peaceful now. So I think people are realizing that yellow's strong and that they need to turn against him. Remember, Blue's king is inside that house. Oh, wait! Gray said he would be peaceful with Blue, but he's right next to the house. Is he being truthful? Wait. Blue's not being truthful. Gray just set Blue to ally, and Blue's still killing him. I'm not sure what went down there. The king ran to another house. Blue just asked Gray to ally and then slaughtered all of his units. But I'm also not sure if Gray's intentions were pure there. I mean, Blue's dead, right? He's at 69 pop. He doesn't have wood. He can't trade boom his way back into this. He just can't. He'll die if anyone attacks him. That snipe attempt versus yellow was kind of a last-ditch effort. Gray says, Blue, ally me if you want peace. It might be worth it for Gray to keep Blue alive, though. And use him for trade. Just mooch off him a little bit. Like, be in the relationship for money, not love. And King Boo says, Blue, be my friend. Yo, King Boo... I'm not even sure what he's up to at the moment. Yellow's chasing him down. Does he have Vills? He does. He does. Where's his king? His king is in the corner. Yellow should win this game. Yellow should win this game with these resources. I know that Gray has unlimited food, but Mayans should be able to make plumes and eagles with these resources and kill Gray. Yellow should win this game for sure, especially with the skill he's shown us. He's not only shown that he has the most resources, but that he's one of the higher skilled players in this game. However, there's times when players play too safe, and I think that could be Yellow's downfall in this game. And I'll be honest, I kind of hope that is Yellow's downfall. I always like to see upsets. No offense, Gear. Blue, truthfully, didn't deserve to win this game because of the lack of Diplo. We just saw a moment ago how he was not working with Gray. Yo! Sounded like I needed to sneeze there. Gray is allied with Yellow. He's not anymore. And, oh, Yellow noticed immediately. Yellow, you've got to make plumed archers, man. You're killing me, Smalls. Look at the stone and gold and wood he has. You got to make plumed archers. Purely Halb is making this take so much longer. Yellow says why again. Oh my god. Every time Yellow gets attacked and says, oh, why did you do that? I get so tilted. Why do you think, man? Why do you think? Well, I agree with Chad. It was worth it for Gray to kill that castle. I probably would have just committed for this one. Because if you're Gray, you got to consider that you're going to be able to stay alive for quite a long time if you have your fish traps alive. So killing opponents' buildings that they can't rebuild is always a good strat. However, Yellow's going Eagle Warriors versus two-handed swordsmen. Yeah, so again, Yellow's just hopping into another castle. Meanwhile, he's going after Blue. Blue is in the TC. Odin says, where are my cav archers? I didn't know you had cav archers. Thanks for letting me know. I don't know. I don't know where your cav archers are. Can't help you there. Is this castle gonna die? Yeah, castle's gonna die. So 2 castles down for Yellow. Only has 2,700 stone to build more castles. Still doesn't have El Dorado, still doesn't have Elite Eagle. Just feel like he wasted a lot of time. Gray could, like, the longer this goes on, the more I believe in Gray. And by the way, what's King Boo up to? I would love to see King Boo get a snipe somehow. He is Spanish, so if you could begin trading a little bit, that could help. Look at him chopping wood long distance. He wants to make light cav, and he says, how does Yellow have these resources? Well, he was trading across the map with Teal, or yeah, I think it was Teal. He also had more of the gold on the map. But I don't believe yellow can do it now. I just, from what I've seen, was he in the position to do it? Yes. Will he do it? Not so sure now. Certainly not with eagles versus two-handed swordsman. Yellow wants it so bad. No, it's just been lack of execution on his part. He wanted that snipe versus King Boo earlier, who's still alive. He said, please let me win. And he's forgetting crucial upgrades, guys. These are regular Eagle Warriors. So the two-handed swordsman will destroy them. And he's not making plumes. It's like he hasn't made the right units at the right time. The plumed archers would be so big here. And he's just making halbs and eagles. Well, Dr. Rudy, elite eagles with El Dorado are pretty good. Because they have 100 HP. So it's at least a much better trade. Well, where does Gear have his king? It's in Orange's castle, yeah. Oh, he's gonna lose his 2 relics as well. That was another factor for yellow. Man, Odin is a beast. Okay, now Gear is getting El Dorado. He just doesn't realize. This is one of those things, I do feel bad because he thinks he has Elite Eagle right now. He's not listening to the stream because he's playing in the game. And he's going to rewatch this, and 1,800 people just watched him forget the Elite Eagle upgrade live. So, I feel bad for you, Gear. I have a little bit more sympathy now. Before, when you were just making the halbs, though, I really feel like that was your time to spam a little bit. Not spam a little bit, but just make more gold units. If he were to have 20 or 30 plumes with all these eagles and halbs, he could push Gray. I mean, that's a lot of spam. I'm not so sure, but the point is just make archers, not infantry. Yeah, he probably just clicked the wrong hotkey for the militia. That's understandable. I've done that plenty of times myself when I'm trying to move too fast. Blue's king is inside this TC. Yellow's king is inside this. Oh, it's on the move. It's on the move. Is he? Oh, he wants to make it to this little base down here. Okay. Right next to King Boo. What if King Boo spotted that? What if King Boo spotted that with his light cav and came in out of nowhere and got the revenge snipe? Yeah, King Boo just realized. He said, Gray, come to this side. This is where he's at. They're hunting him down. And Gray says, sure, I'll do that. Well, purple's not going to get it, man. But is he trading? Yeah, there's a market. Yeah, he needs to trade to get gold. There's not even much wood he can chop. Except for right here. But you just need enough to get snipes. Remember, Gray's king... in this TC, oh wow, he's thought about this. Check this out. If the TC goes down, the king hops into the tower. If this tower goes down, it hops into this tower. He's really thought that through. I think Gear, with all of these resources, is going to be in trouble. Oh! Gray's just allied yellow. And now he's enemied him again. This is that was brilliant. Yellow just set him to ally. So Gray just tricked Yellow into allying him right before he would attack him. That was brilliant. Gray goes, okay, let's be friends. Yellow accepts. And then immediately after, Gray turns on him, and Yellow's preoccupied, so he doesn't even realize what has gone down here. Okay, he's now running around. It's kind of sucky to have two-handed swordsmen doing this. Run this way, Gray. Try and cut him off. Okay, Yellow realizes, changes his stance. The king's still gonna stay alive. You really need to have ranged units. But Yellow has lost some of that positioning. Did Yellow get his relics back by chance? Where were they? They were over here somewhere, right? Where'd they go? Gray has them! Gray got him. They were right here, I think. Gray's played really well. Odin says, M. McBeary Dispagu. Are those his hotkeys? There's just some complicated hotkeys. Did he press enter by accident? Wait, no, come on, English only, man. I can't speak other languages. They're getting serious now. They're breaking out the foreign language. That's German, right? I think it's German. I don't know. But yellow is hard to kill. And it's also hard for him to kill people, so. He said, God, stop running. Oh, gotcha. Was Gear German? Gear is Dutch. Anyways. Gray, how about you use your... Like, I was critical of yellow earlier. Because he was only making halbs. Now I'm getting a bit critical of Gray. Now he's only making two-handed swordsmen. Why not send archers with that group of two-handed swordsmen? You know? If he had archers, the king's dead. Why not make archers at this point? You can definitely do that. He is pop-capped, so maybe he'd need to delete some fish traps. Because he doesn't need that many. Gear has, like, no one on his side. Really. Blue at least has a little bit of trade. Oh my god! Blue has siege towers? How is he affording all of this? Okay, Odin's getting archer upgrade, so he's thought about it pretty much the same time. Loading up the halbs, the pointy boys into the tower. I wish you could put petards in siege towers. I need to talk to the Forgotten Empires team about that. Like, would putting petards in siege towers be broken for competitive play? I don't think so. So we should do it for just community games. That would be so cool. Would it be broken? How would it be broken? In what situation? Oh, you know what? It could be broken and you could put them into the siege tower and send them beneath the castle. Right? That's true. You could get castles in competitive play. But at the same time, let's just think about this. Let's just think about this. At the same time, that is ridiculous investment for something that is not necessarily guaranteed to work out. Alright, I agree. It'd be broken. But maybe we could change something else. We could make it so if you're playing on the ranked ladder, it doesn't work. But if you're playing without the ladder, it works. Oh my god, wait a second. Wait a second. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, so this is perfectly... Gear was just killed. He was in Orange's castle or something. Yellow's dead. Where does Blue think this king is? He's not guessing correctly. He's guessing the castle. The castle has monks. Let me just double check. Yeah, the king is in the TC. Why is Blue attacking? Okay, there we go. Now he's turned on Gray. He'll kill the castle, but he will not kill the king. You know who we haven't talked about in a long time is King Boo. King Boo has just a few light cav. And when I say a few light cav, he has about 100. So if Blue could somehow force Gray's king to run, which he can't, that would be interesting. Okay, there's King Boo. Blue realizes, oh shoot, that's not where the king was. Where is it? Doesn't realize the TC's garrisoned. King Boo has his king in the eastern corner. I don't see how Light Cav can snipe the king. Gray also is prepping to hop into the transport. I mean, I want it to happen so bad. The Legend of King Boo right here, man. I want it to happen so bad. Look, he's working... He's working against blue. Well, yellow's attacking him, so he needs to get out of here. Gray should win this game. He should definitely win this game. Great strategy choice to go for Force Levy. It's hilarious how yellow could kill blue after he's been defeated. Like, poor Gear. Gear struggled so much to kill someone, and he's probably gonna do it after he's already dead. And blue realizes, well, I can't do anything about that. Oh my god. So, this is where King Boo should see the writing on the wall and try and snipe Gray. Blue says, I lost track of my own king. It's in your TC, man. It's not like you have extra TCs. There's only one. That's funny. Oh, man, I wish purple had, like, a few petards or something. You just gotta go for it, you know? Like, it's never gonna be ideal. You just gotta go for it now. Like, King Boo, you gotta go now. You gotta be kidding me. Did blue find it? Did blue... Yellow's gonna kill blue's king, I think. Oh, he's in the house. Never mind. So blue is buying purple time. King Boo, go. King Boo, go, please. Gray is sending way too much after this, man. He's way too focused on killing blue. I heard King Boo he had something. Oh, he has fire galleys, please. Yo, guys, you can't see me right now. I've just wheeled back like 2 feet in my chair. I'm leaning over. I can just see it happening. Gray says, where? No, purple says, where is Gray's king? Does he not know? He's allied with him. Yo, dude, you're allied. It's right there. It's one of these two. You have to go soon. The chances that this would work are so slim, and he probably wants to save up for as much light cav as possible. He has the fire galleys to snipe a transport, if that happens. Blue, is in the houses. He's in the freaking houses. Gray's not sending anything back. King Boo, please. I need this in my life. Blue's defeated. Damn it. That was too quick. King Boo didn't move fast enough. I don't think he could do it. He needed to move. No, go now. Yeah, you needed to move before Gray. Oh, boy. Okay, Gray has reacted. I guess King Boo doesn't Oh, he sees the TC's garrisoned. Nah, there's no chance. Man, I wanted it to happen. And I didn't think that it was likely, but he really would have needed to get extremely lucky. I mean, it's possible that... I don't know. I guess he assumes it's in this tower. Nah, it's just a monk. Debated. The only chance here is if Gray freaks out and sends his king to the transport and then purple loops around. But even then, he hasn't sent his fire galleys around. Woo, boy! Well, Odin played really well. I think this was a solid episode. I think this game showed that people were human, right? I think we learned that Odin had some weak areas, Gear had some weak areas, Borlat, King Boo. No player in this game was perfect or looked unshakable. I mean, purple is only making light cav. He doesn't have any trade, so there's just no way that he should be able to keep up with this. He's hoping the king is inside that tower, but it's not. It's just a monk. And I'm not even sure if he'll kill the monk at this point. Odin just researched treason, so now he knows that purple is on water, and he already has navy, so here comes the navy. And now Gray realizes that, or sorry, not Gray, King Boo realizes, oh shoot, the king is not there, let's go for the TC. You know, the benefit of the TC is that he can run underneath it to attack it. Right there, attack! Ah! No, you don't never want to surround it. You want to sit underneath it in the courtyard. More of your units can attack at the same time. You know what? Oh, his fire galleys aren't here. You know, it's halfway dead. Yo! Where's this TC gonna send it? Oh, it's going into the tower. Ah, Gray, you freaking tryhard. Well played, Gray. Yeah, that would have been the correct approach, is make sure it goes into the tower. I was thinking Gray might make a mistake and send the king this way. Because originally he was thinking about the transport ship. Speaking of transports, where's Purple's at now? Did he... He put it in Teal's DC. Oh my god, King Boo. What? Odin has cav archers? Is this guy Spring? I didn't know Spring played in community games. I guess Malay cav archers make a lot of sense. Just for the snipes, you know. Yeah, I think King Boo realizes that he has no chance. And he says GG. Odin calls the GG, and I think we'll see King Boo's king go down now. He says Malay OP. Malay's very good, but it's only because Gray played it that way. Gray's whole base got petarded by Derp. And so he had to realize that was his way back into the game. Oh! Oh, give yellow the kill. But no, like, but seriously, I don't want to credit, I don't want to say that Malay are overpowered. It's how the game was played. Odin played this really good. He lost half of his base. I thought he was down and out. He went with the fish traps. He went with the trade cogs. That's a big thing that other players didn't do in this game. I'm actually really curious to see the trade profit. Okay, so first off, Odin had more relic gold than anyone. And he had more trade profit than anyone. King Boo was Spanish. He didn't get even 1 gold from trade. Derp didn't get any gold from trade. Blizzard got 22 gold from trade. There just wasn't a lot of Diplo in this game. I mean, Blue was just attacking everyone until the hour mark, and then he realized that it was diplomacy. Like, Odin used his allies to get those resources. It wasn't just the power of Malay. And I think if King Boo would have invested in the skirmishers earlier, would have added trade earlier, he would have been more than fine. But he didn't think ahead like Odin did. So, really well played to Odin. He deserved the win, but overall a great game. There were some really disappointing moments, though. The Gear could have killed King Boo, but he didn't sit beneath the TC first. And then Borlat was so close to killing Gear. And Gear ended up getting a snipe, but it was after he was already dead, I think. It was just kind of ridiculous when it came to the sniping attempts. But we finally got to see what this map looked like with the no snow mod. I finally got to see what the true version of the Settlers of Catan was, and I was pretty happy with it. Obviously, I think the execution could have been slightly better at times, but that's community games for you. We're not talking about pro players. We're talking about every single one of you in the chat participating. Well, not every single one of you, but I think you know what I'm going with. Wow. Well, there's the timeline for you. You can see just how dominant Purple was at the start, how dominant Derp was at the start, and there was not a lot of gray until the end. So Odin invested into the fish in the trade, and there was big payoff. I think that this is where King Boo could have maybe done more in this game. This is where Gear could have done more in this game. And then their successful moments dropped off because they ran out of resources and allies, and Gray was able to come out on top. Grand Theft Monument. Ooh, on this map, it might be interesting, actually. It's a good point, Jabark. So, just want to look through this as well. It's a pretty long game. 2 hours. Guess that's not really important. Talked about the relic gold. Vilhai, again, not important in a long game. Total castles. Derp had 8 castles, man. Let's throw some salutes in the chat for Derp, because Derp obviously could have done better. He just decided to go YOLO petards. Not a lot of players who want to do that with their only community game entry, right? Because they don't get in all the time. So anyways, if you're watching this on YouTube and you'd like to check out the live stream in the future, my Twitch link is below in the video description.
8-month ad-free experience. Worth it.
If you're into community games, I do community games every Friday, and I'm streaming other days as well. Pretty much all the stuff that you see on my YouTube channel is coming in from Twitch. I'd love to have you here. So allow people to say hello to their moms, their future selves, their dogs, their cats, their iguanas. Derp. It's easier when I rig you in, but I didn't. Okay? Thank you, Shrift Stella, for the Prime sub. Thank you, Roy Ben, for the 8 months. NA Josh for 7. Booth